So if you look at the word multiplication, you're going to see a root in it, and that root is multiply or multiple. If you have multiple of something, it means you have the same thing over and over and over again. Now the reason that you know this is a multiplication problem is because it has that symbol of an X. What you are literally saying is that you have 3 groups with each having 5 in it. There are multiple groups of 5. To help me visualize this, I always circle the first number and put a dot on top of the second number. This is telling me I need 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. Here are 3 groups. This is telling me there needs to be 5 dots or 5 things in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice I have multiples of the same number, 3 groups, and each have 5. With multiplying, you need to make sure you have the same amount in each group. Now to find my answer, all I have to do is count up how many dots I had. Well, this is 5, plus another 5 is 10, plus another 5 is 15. Now if you look at this, you could probably start to see that multiplying is like adding in a way. So how is it like adding? Well, let's visualize first. Here we have 4 times 7. I circle my first number, that tells me how many groups. I put a dot on top of my 7 because that tells me how much goes in each group. So I need 4 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and within each circle I need to have 7. 7, 7, 7, 7. When I add this all up, it would be 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. Now notice I just said 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. There's a relationship between multiplication and adding. Another way for you to think of this, instead of 4 circles, you could think of it as 4 lines. And within each line there needs to be 7. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. Each group needs to have 7 on it. So 7, another 7, another 7, another 7. So now you have 2 strategies to help you in solving multiplication problems. You can draw the picture with groups and equal amounts in each one, or you can turn it into an adding problem, because what this essentially is saying is there are 4 groups and each of them has 7, so when I put them all together, I'd be adding 4 groups of 7. What I want you to do now is I want you to visualize 8 times 6 in 2 ways. And one of them I want you to draw the picture, and on the other one I want you to do the adding problem. Go ahead and pause the video now, and you can start again when you're ready to check your work. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. The first thing you should have done is you should have thought about 8 times 6. What does that mean? Well, it means 8 groups with 6 in each group. So if you were visualizing, there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now within each group you need to have 6. You probably want to do tallies or dots to help you with your counting, because 8 times 6 is a relatively challenging problem. For right now though, I just want to make sure that you know what this problem means. Now, at this point, if you had dots or tallies, you could count them all up. If you wanted to turn it into an adding problem, remember we also talked about instead of circling it, you could underline it, in which case you would need 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This represents the 8 groups over here, and since we're putting all of the groups together, we're adding them. Now we just need to look to see how much is in each group. Because it's multiplying, there should be an equal amount in each group, and we can see that within each one of our groups there is an equal amount. Each one is worth 6. There were 6 dots or 6 tallies or 6 whatever you were drawing in each group. That means essentially what you're doing is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, on and on again until you get 8 groups of 6. If you got this correct, you can go ahead and move on to the next learning activity on your center.